August 12th, 2026. I had a rough day in the markets today because I was distracted early in the morning. And that really sucks. And because I was distracted, I missed many setups. So that sucks. But anyway, we're gonna get into them. We're gonna start with Meta. Trading from 9:30 to 11:30 only right now, looking for those first signals to emerge. Taking those, we go from there. Meta at 9:34, 4 minutes after my trading window of 9:30 to 11:30. We had our first signal. Signal Y because of a realignment in momentum, telling us to take shorts because the 15-minute take telling us to go down. The 1 hour is aligned, and if these two are aligned, that means we're really looking for this one to now align, and once that happens, we're in business. So this trade right here was a win with a 1-to-1 ratio, entry at 9:34 and a 2-minute execution time frame. Going over to NVIDIA, we had our entry at right here, which was 9:38 a.m. I missed this trade, unfortunately, as well. I missed Meta's trade, so this is the second trade I missed today. That would have been a win. 9:34 or 9:38 was the entry, rather. 9:38. Good win right there. Going on to NASDAQ, we had no trades in NASDAQ, no alignments between 9:30 and 11:30. Going over to SPY, we had no trades, no alignments in the SPY. All you got to do to see if there was an alignment probability distribution is the 1 hour. See, it's in the top positive region. Is the 15-minute expanding in that same region? And from 9:30, no, we're in the red. We go to the end right here. Nope, we're still in the red. Going over to Apple. Apple, I did take this trade, which happened to be a loss, and that was at 9:40. The first alignment that occurred was at 9:40. Now, was there any warnings against this trade? Because, had I waited for this trade, that would have been a win. Had I waited for this trade, that would have been a win. But I took this one. I took this one right here at 9:40, and that was a loss. And that's all right. That's called probability. It's not called anything else. And did I have any warnings that maybe could have helped me? Well, look, the volume on the trade I took was okay. It was all right. But look at the volume on the next signal right here. Even better. Volume's even higher. Look at the volume on this one right here. The volume, we had a huge amount of greens buying right before. So it's just interesting to look at those. But either way, and then there's also one of my favorite entries, which is a 2x4, which is 4 volume bars of the same color in a row. And a 2x4 entry happened here during an alignment. And that would have been a wonderful win for sure. But either way, we had a loss in Apple today. I missed that, or didn't miss anything. I took that trade and it was a loss. And then we're going over to Tesla. In Tesla, we had this was an early setup. It was 4 minutes before the window, which is okay. If we're a little bit before, that's, it's not a big deal. It's not like this is a law you can't break or anything. Why was this an entry? Well, we had a realignment. Up, realigned to the downside right there at 9:26. And that was a good win as well. And then the last, I think we have 2 more, Amazon and Palantir. Amazon, I took this trade, and that was the first alignment was at 10:32, I believe. 10:32. In fact, there was another one. I took this one late. Matter of fact, I took this trade, and that was an improper thing. I kind of violated my own rule, actually, technically, because this was not the first iteration. The first iteration was here. Because 9:30 is here. So technically, there was so many in Amazon today, and they were all wins, basically. I mean, the first one was technically here at 9:30 on the dot. That's definitely an entry. And even slightly earlier at 9:20 on the dot. But the 1 hour hadn't crossed over yet. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, the reason I took this trade right here later is because I was waiting for the 1 hour to confirm bearish momentum to align with the 15. That's what I was doing. That's why I didn't take this trade here, even though it was beautiful, would have been a win. That's why I didn't take this trade, would have been a win as well. I'm waiting for the 1 hour to print and confirm. That happens literally at my entry. That's why I took, because that was the 1 hour momentum printing, confirming bearish. So crazy alignment that occurred right there, but that's why I took that trade in general, and that was a win as well. And then did I go over Palantir yet? Palantir, the first alignment that occurred during my window was 934. You can see the momentum realigning here. Look, momentum up, 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 down. So with all that being said, that was all the trades for today. And did we finish the day up or down? What did the strategy do? Up 1, up 2, up 3, no trade, no trade. So now we're up 2. Now we're back to up 3. Basically up 4. Up 4R today. With all that being said, I'll see you in the next one.